The President of the United States is currently addressing the public, says that vaccine rolling out across the country are beating expectations. The numbers are impressive, as Johnson & Johnson is announced as the latest to deliver vaccines to the millions of Americans, the third vaccine company in this country to be approved today. The President is addressing the public at the very moment, saying that we're way ahead of vaccine rollouts. The day is also going to end in a blast, as the President's team will get your third stimulus package approved by the House. Nancy Pelosi is calling for a vote later today, and the bill will pass the House of Representatives by the end of the day. But what will happen next week? It's off to the Senate, and there, no modifications whatsoever. Others wanted things taken out, but the bill could become law as early as the end of next week. This is a major recording of the new Afternoons LALATE.
Street. This is LALATE.
Good afternoon, and how is everybody? What a day it is. I mean, it's just a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement. I'm so excited for you. You're going to have a bill pass the House of Representatives by the end of the day. Nancy Pelosi is calling the bill for a vote, and you're done. You're done. The bill will pass the House of Representatives by the end of the day. Yesterday, late in the day yesterday, the Senate parliamentarian ruled that the $15 minimum wage that progressives, including Bernie Sanders, wanted in the bill cannot belong in the bill. She said by reconciliation process, she disagreed with Bernie Sanders' remarks, saying that the minimum wage doesn't belong in there. So it was yanked out by Nancy Pelosi this afternoon. Thank goodness. The minimum wage, which was the only real impediment for Senate Democrats, is gone. And now you got a bill. You got a bill, and you got a passage of a bill in the House of Representatives by the end of the day. Wow. Wow. And next week, the Senate will call for a vote. We're being told by Chuck Schumer there's no modification of the bill. It's being called to a vote because over the last 2 weeks, the Senate Democrats had been working with the House Democrats on the language they wanted in the bill. So they're not going to be modifying the bill anymore. We're done. The bill is going into the Senate next week without the minimum wage, and we're done. It's just a question of what day to call for a bill for a vote. Wow. In this recording, I'm going to go over what's happening next week. The provisions of the third stimulus check, how soon you'll get the check, what's included. I'm also going to go over what's going on Wall Street. I'm going to recap all the shocking developments that Janet Yellen had to deal with this week that the president's talking about right now. He's actually going live right now. So it's Joe versus me. I hope you're tuning into me. So, he's trying to preempt me. Can you wait a second, Joe? Mr. President, hey, I'm over here. Can you wait a second? I have to deal with Sir Loin enough. Now I got to deal with you. So, a lot of love. Thank you for joining me on Afternoons LA. And there is everyone in the room. I mean, there's so much excitement across the room. Who's in here? We got Connie, we got Shanika and Kemi, and there's Crayola, and there's Anita, there's Stephanie. How are all of you? Wow. Boy, I'm really excited for you. Let's recap. Later today, the House will approve your $1.9 trillion third stimulus check bill. The $1,400 third stimulus check bill will be approved. $1,400 stimulus check will be entitled to individuals, children, adult dependents, Married couple gets double that check amount. Check amounts are not changed, meaning eligibility not changed. Same income qualifications as before. Not taken out for debt collection, not taken out for past taxes or child support. Nothing really different across the board. Making it by debit card, paper check, electronic receipt. The great news is that Janet Yellen's really on top of this. Steve Mnuchin was able to get the checks out 3 days after it became law. And some viewers, about 100 of them, got it within about 24 hours. Others took a little bit longer. I expect this to be better. We'll see how fast. We'll see how fast it becomes law, from when it becomes law to when you get the check. But there's more in there. There's more in there. There is checks in there that are automatic. There are checks in there that are, you have to apply for it. You have to pounce as a Purple Hawk. I see the Purple Hawks are in the room. I see the hearts. I see the love. It's just, there's so much love happening today. It's just a big love fest. There's so much excitement, and let me cover more about what's happening on Wall Street today. Janet Yellen must have really taken a look at what's happening on Wall Street, because this activity on Wall Street was just all over the place today. I mean, it just was shocking. Wall Street has been watching stimulus and has strange opinions about it. It knew it's going to pass. And so the bond market has been trading up. People were fleeing out of securities into bonds. Bonds raced up. Interest rates raced up yesterday, went up today as well. Yesterday was the biggest drop of the NASDAQ, tech-heavy NASDAQ, Facebook, Instagram, Microsoft, companies like that. Biggest drop since October. Well, the flee out of tech, big tech, was reverted today. People went back into tech. Tech was up about 2%, $4 a share of most of the companies. They did not rebound everything they lost yesterday, but they did rebound. But the Dow, down 500 points today. Really just... It's just all over the place. If the market begins to believe the Fed has somehow lost control of where the bond market's going, all that idea of temper tantrum will show up, says Art Cashin, head of floor operations at USB, in a statement obtained by LLA. Quincy Crosby, Prudential Financial Chief Market Strategist, reacted to the activity of stimulus and street and stimulus. Remember that show? Oh yeah, it's coming back. Despite the unruly nature of the Treasury sell-off, credit spreads remain contained, but the spread widens. The Fed and the markets will have something to worry about. Translation, too hard to predict yet. Janet Yellen has been talking about it. She has been speaking about it in the last few days. Her thought is that if the long-term unemployment number is bad, then you could see a lot more stimulus packages. That's good for us. The more the stimulus packages, the better. We know there's a fourth stimulus package after this one, but the confusion of, is this market unstable? Is this market stable? Is long-term unemployment bad, or is it improving? Is really changing every few hours. You may hear me giving a different delivery of news every 4 hours because it's changing that quickly. On Thursday morning, we started with numbers that said, hey, the long-term unemployment numbers were the best since March. The best numbers since March. So why suddenly did we go at the beginning of the week from Janet Yellen saying it's going to be so bad for a long time, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell saying long-term unemployment is going to be bad for a long time, to now we saw on Thursday the biggest drop since March? Hard to say. 100,000 drop in the long-term unemployment numbers, people unemployed more than 6 months, but that's still 4 million people. Thank you, Alicia Alma, for the massive super chat. I really appreciate it. For some reason, I could see that orange at the side of my eye. Thank you for that massive super chat. But the big news is that Nancy's calling this for a vote. Nancy's calling for this for a vote. The vote will be happening later today. Steny Hoyer confirms the vote is happening later today. If you've not subscribed, come on and subscribe already. If you've also not liked this video, like the video. I see our like queen is in the room, and our subscribe king is in the room. So tell your friends, tell your alpacas, tell your pet llamas. Tell your dragons, come on in, subscribe, like this video. This channel's been trending all day. It's trending on social media. It's trending on YouTube. We're dominating because it's fun. It's informative. It's aesthetically fun to watch, and it keeps you up to date, of course. The bill will be called for a vote later today, and the bill provisions, 2 of them are automatic. The stimulus check, $1,400. How soon could you see it? Well, perhaps as early as 3 days after it becomes law. How soon could you see the next item? The next item would likely be the EIDL grants, because the bill has a provision in there that has to be paid within 14 days. So you could see that next. Now, EIDL grants, of course, are not automatic, but the next automatic item is the children. Children under age 5 or younger actually, will get $3,600 on top of $1,400, $300 a month for every month starting the month of July. This is huge. So basically, the child's going to get $5,000, $1,400 plus as a stimulus check, plus $300 on every month starting in the month of July. Sorry, I said June before, July, and for 12 months. If the child's 17 to 6, $250 every month starting in the month of July, $3,000. Wow, this is huge. $3,000 plus $1,400 for $4,400. Now, not done with those 2 groups. There's more. The rest of them are application-based. So you got to pounce. You have to be ready to pounce as a Purple Hawk. You got to be able to pounce and get that moolah right away. The third stimulus package bill will have a lot of stuff in there, but most of the items are application-based. You know, when Nancy put it in there, she put a lot of stuff that you got to apply for. There is money for rent, utilities, food, internet. Those are all application-based. Basically, if you're behind on rent, behind on utilities, behind on food, those are for that. Joe wanted to have a lot of stuff in there, the president, that helps different parts of this economy. So he put stuff in there that impacts everyone from business to hazard pay. Thank you, Miss Jenny, for the super chat. The dancing bear, I love it. I love you, LA. I love you, Tina Brown back. Hello, how are you, emo Kniplet? What's going on, Leanne? Hey, Sandy. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Crayola King. Hey, David, what's going on? Who else do I see? There's Bonnie and there's Shalia. What's going on, Helen? You know, it's a big day and there's so much happening. The other items of the third stimulus package are that $1,500 hazard pay essential worker if you made less than $25,000, 2020 earnings. And then college student, $1,700 plus a $1,400 stimulus check. You got to apply for that as well. You may start to already ask me, where? Where? What do you mean where? Oh, where do you apply? We don't have the applications yet. Purple Hawks are they're always ready to hawk. They're always ready to pounce. And I love that. I want you to be a member. I want you to get that bill in front of you. I want to have you look at that bill and say, I see at page 4, I got to be eligible for this. I want you to know the eligibility backwards and forwards because it's first come, first serve. There's not necessarily a lot of money in there for everyone. And I want you to be ready to pounce. What else is in there? Who else gets money? College student, that's $1,700. Then the businesses, a $5,000 EIDL grant. If you had a 50% reduction of your business and have less than 10 employees, there is the venue money. There is PPP, another round. And then we have the shocker. If you're a member of this channel, you got a new PDF as a separate message today from me, where the president talked about other items in the third stimulus package. You know, I'm just surprised what this is. Where did this come from? Thank you for this. Where did this come from? Did we just blink? Dawn, and thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. How are you, Dawn? Everyone welcome Dawn to the family. On a big day, Dawn has become a member. I mean, this is so exciting. Dawn is a member, and we're finding stuff in the third stimulus package that no one told us about. I mean, where is this? We had the bill. We're reading the bill. Where are these things he's talking about? A program that finances innovative small business. What? A program that finances innovative businesses. Tia, are you in the room? Tia, are you in the room? Chris, are you in the room? This is that grant to go start a new business or loan to start a new business. It's shocking. It's great news. I mean, it's Great News Friday. There's a lot of surprises. Then he says the bill also establishes a program to help businesses struggling in hospitality. A hotel grant program? Where? I didn't see that. Is it somewhere else? If you found these other provisions that I'm just detailing for the very first time and you're a member and you found them, send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. Say, I found it. Here it is. Because I'm really excited for it. I'll detail them in tomorrow's shows. There's the Navigator program. The Navigator program is not, hey, David, thank you for the super chat. The Navigator program is not, a new Chrysler commercial. The Navigator program is to help you find other small business relief programs. A program to have you find programs. Ooh, I like that. I mean, it's a program to help you find grants. Just really surprising. The bill provides support for police, firefighters, EMT, and other essential workers through flexible funding for state, local, and territorial governments. That's a lot to digest. Now, what does that mean for you? I don't think that's private sector hazard pay. I think when he's referring to essential workers, he's referring to public sector essential workers hazard pay, which you and I knew. We knew that there was $300 billion for state and local that provides money for fire and rescue and for state, local, and federal employees. So if you're one of those people, you could see hazard pay coming to you. It's not going to be application based for that one. That one's automatic. That's the great news. He started the day with the message that the bill is based upon his plan that he proposed to Congress in January, provides the critical need to tackle the urgent economic crisis that we're in. Amen. I mean, there was so much else happening minutes ago. If you just join me, the President of the United States just had a press conference, and he talked about the rollout of Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson has now been approved for emergency use authorization, becoming the third vaccine company in this country for emergency use authorization. It joins Moderna. Thank you, Jesse Cole, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Jesse to the room. And there's Greg. Thank you, Greg, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. The president announced that, the excitement of Johnson & Johnson joined the family. We now have Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is the single-dose vaccine now approved. It will be rolling out in March. Tens of millions of doses. Moderna, meantime, made news in the last 24 hours that it has now started human testing on its boost, its South African boost for the vaccine as well. Then we also had big news from Canada as it approved 2 versions of AstraZeneca so that it could get those to its citizens across the board. The president's announcement minutes ago, what did he basically say? He said that he had reached he's going to reach his benchmark for 100 million doses in 100 days. This is his big achievement. His big achievement has been getting doses away from cities and counties and getting them into what is basically your neighborhood pharmacy. They were densely packed in one location, and now he's dispersed them into a lot of locations so you get that money. So does this mean this is your only stimulus package? Oh no. What did this guy say today? Bernie, what did Bernie say? Bernie basically said, I want that $15 federal minimum wage. And we're going to have to do another stimulus package for it. Well, we are doing another stimulus package for it. Hey, Brenda, what's going on, Brother Joshua? There's Audrey, there's Teresa, there's Linda, there's Elizabeth, there's Takesha, there's Sandy, there's Kathleen, there's Shannon, there's Linda Cole, there's Shalila, there's Linda Cole again, and there's Bonnie Cal. What's going on? Who else is here? There's Richard. Hey, Richard, what's going on, James? There's Christine. Bernie said, we will get that $15 minimum wage, another bill. Another bill? Well, we knew there was another bill. We knew there was a fourth stimulus package. This one's the recovery plan, the third. The fourth one is the rescue, no, this one is the rescue plan. The fourth one is the recovery plan. But is there another stimulus package after this one? After that one? Is there a fifth? Well, there's definitely a fourth, but there could be a fifth. Let me explain to you why Wall Street has everything to do with that fifth. It's confusing, and I'm going to make it very simple for you. The fifth is impacted by long-term unemployment. Thank you, Nancy, thank you, Young, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Young to the family. The impact of this very volatile stock market, Wall Street bond market the last few days is all teed up to what I talk about on this channel, long-term unemployment numbers. Long-term unemployment numbers are going from bad to good, maybe better. It's confusing a lot of people. It's confusing Janet Yellen. It's confusing the bond market. And the impact of it is if long-term unemployment is actually improving dramatically, then the president will roll out that next stimulus package very quickly. But if it's not, you could see more stimulus packages shortly thereafter. Basically, I sense the next stimulus package could come sooner than we thought if we're recovering faster. What's my thought? What's my prediction? I think the bond market has it right. I think the bond market has it right. I think that the growth numbers are good. I think if you look at Thursday's number, the long-term unemployment dropped to 100,000. The biggest drop of long-term unemployment, which are people unemployed for more than 6 months, the best drop since March of 2020, which is a big day. That was the day in which most places like LA and California, the Midwest, went on lockdown. So that's a big drop. New jobless claims had dropped 115,000. California went down 50,000. So I think we're growing much faster than the Federal Reserve may admit. I don't think the White House wants to acknowledge where we are on growth. And I think Janet Yellen is cautious because she doesn't want to look like she's pandering to big, rich, tech-heavy Americans, and that she wants to ensure that we have the complete growth and rebound of this entire economy, which the president agrees to, and I certainly agree to. You have to have all parts of this economy rebounded. And so that impacts that impacts not the delivery of your third stimulus check, but it impacts your fourth stimulus check. How soon that could happen? How soon is that going to happen? Nancy confirms she's working on the fourth stimulus package with the president right now. But the question is, what day? What day and how soon can we see it? What I've ensured to you is the importance of getting money right now. Not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. It's important because today's a great day. Today's a really exciting, great day. The $14 stimulus check, the $14 third stimulus package will pass the House of Representatives finally today. It will then go to the Senate. They're not modifying the bill. It's done. That's also great news. It'll be called for a vote, and we're done. But you and I know that it is just a $14 stimulus check right away. The $14 stimulus check comes right away. The other provisions of the $14 stimulus check, not so quickly. And so that's why ultimately I want you to watch and ensure that you understand that the remainder of the items in the third stimulus package are slower to get. And I want you to get the other money that's available right now. Not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, but right now. And how do you get it? More about that coming up right after this commercial.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LA Late Daily for the excitement of the new LA Late live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
Well, here we are. We're back. And what a day it is. I'm so excited you join me. This is Afternoons LALATE.
From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
You know, the new LALATE starts in Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Then we come over to our midday show, and then it's Afternoons LALATE.
From LA Late headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LA Late.
And it is. Everyone's saying to me, give a shout out to Roy Miller. Well, hello, Roy Miller. How are you? How is everyone? There is Lori. How are you, Lori? A lot of exciting news. You know, the excitement's across the board. The excitement is really here because finally the third stimulus package is getting passed. It's getting passed in the House. It's off to the Senate next week. It'll pass the Senate. And then what? Get a check. Okay, got the check. You'll get the $1,400 stimulus check. Well, what else? Delay. It's sort of like when I hit the mute button by accident and then I kill the sound. Delay. There's going to be a delay after you get that $1,400 stimulus check. There's going to be a delay because you won't get anything for a little bit of time after that. The children's money, that doesn't start till July. The EIDL won't start for a couple weeks. The rent and utilities and food, not right away. So what do? Purple. The community page, which you saw in the commercial right before this. The community page, you reach out to the volunteers, but if even better, you do it yourself. There's so much money available for you right now. And what I want to cut to is the money that I want you to get right now, because the excitement of the $1,400 finality is there. But I don't want you to be a check tracker. I want you to be a check casher. 2021 is going to be a great year for you. You're going to be financially stable. You're going to have your feet on the ground. You're going to be ahead on your finances. You're not going to be behind. And you're going to do that by getting money that's available for you now under the second stimulus package. So what's available for you? Rent, utilities, food, internet, and of course the stimulus check, if you didn't get that already. The rent you get from 6 different locations, and then there's a 7th right after that. I'm going to go over all of that. Then I cut over to the other items that other people can get. But all viewers of this channel, if you made less than about $49,000, 2019 earnings, you can get these first 5 items. Nancy put them in there for a reason, so you can get them very easy. They start with rent. You're going to reach out to your state housing authority, your state hall, your county housing authority, your county hall, your city housing authority, or your city hall. All 6. State housing authority, county housing authority, city housing authority. You're going to reach out to all 3 of them. Thank you. Wow, so we got a new member. That was Kurt. Thank you for becoming a new member. You're going to see a lot of people sort of joining in and pouncing in. I'm trying to sort of coordinate things. Where's Sir Lauren? I can't allow him in here. He'll knock over something if I don't knock it over first. So you can get that rent from the state housing authority, county housing authority, city housing authority. That's money. If you're behind on the rent, they'll pay somewhere between 3 to 6 months of rent approximately. Lord, that's just a lot of money. I had Tyrone in November follow the Advices channel. He got it. He got about $10,000 to $15,000 in Boston. I had another viewer in California when California had no rent. He found it in San Bernardino County Housing Authority. Got about $10,000. So imagine the difference if you got $10,000 to pay for your rent. You wouldn't have to use your money for the rent, that you could instead use that money for something else. Why am I bringing that up? I always have people say, I need money to fix my car. Follow Purple. Follow me on this channel, subscribe, watch these videos, like these videos, subscribe, because if you can get rent, utilities to pay, and someone else to pay your rent, utilities, then you'll have a few extra dollars to go fix your car. That's how financial stability works. Don't sit back and say, what day is that $14 third stimulus check laying in my bank account because I need to go pay for my rent or my car now, when you can go get the money for the rent in the car now by doing these things. You get money you get money for the things that are available, so you don't have to be spending your own money on those items if you can't afford them. If you're behind on the rent, behind on the utilities. Next, you reach out to utility companies. If you're behind on utilities, reach out to utility companies. Say, I'm behind on rent, on utilities because of COVID. Behind on rent because of COVID, behind on utilities because of COVID. Now, if you've done all that, then you may also want to reach out to the nonprofits. If you're watching this video, I'm going too fast, even though I'm trying to slow myself down on an exciting day. A lot of excitement. I got a video over here. I got a screen over here. See, I just locked the screen. There we go. Oh, I got people over there. So if you joined in the room and I missed you, or you had dropped a super chat, now I can see it because it's unlocked. It's sort of like I look there, like, oh, it's like you're looking out the side of your eye. Oh, yeah, what are you doing? So, so you can reach out to nonprofits: United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, St. Vincent de Paul, our Catholic charities. Let's go over those again: United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, St. Vincent de Paul. They're available for you to help you with the rent and utilities if you're behind on it. Next, SNAP. This is something that the president really did a good job with. The president put SNAP benefits on fire. He really ramped up the SNAP benefits after President Trump did them as well. SNAP benefits are now increased by President Biden 15% for the remainder of the year after President Trump increased them for the first 6 months. So they're now increased for 12 months SNAP benefits. What's SNAP? It's money for food. It's money for food. Family of four in Hawaii, $1,400 for family of four in Hawaii per month. But now it's a 15% increase on top of that. There's more. The president also added something called PEBT. That's pandemic EBT. If your child has to stay home because of COVID from school, now you can get about $154 a month for that child. Normally about $134. There's Newhart Dave in the room, and there's Bonnie, and there's Kathleen Katzman, there's Sandy, there's Christine. There's Larry. Hello, Larry. There's Northern Grace. Great. Northern Grace had help with got success as well. I'm glad to see Northern Grace got success in the comments. So there's so much in there for SNAP, PEBT for the kids staying home from school if the schools closed because of COVID. I know a lot of schools are no longer closed; they're opening. We would have liked this a while ago, I know, but I'm still reporting it because it's hard for me to know if your schools are closed or not. It's just hard for me to gauge it. But that's for food. And imagine $1,500 for a family of four in Hawaii, or $1,600 over 12 months. That's not $12,000. That's like $16,000. On top of rent of $5,000. 20 on top of utilities, a couple $100, 21 on top of some internet, a couple $100. Yeah, you see how quickly this ran up this money? It's not a few $100s. It's a lot of assistance. If you're behind on rent, behind on utilities, behind on food, you can get this from the second stimulus package. Now, if you've done all that and you've had problems with it, then reach out to the volunteers at the community page. The volunteers can help you find rent, utilities, food, and internet. Give them time. I fully expect with the new LLA, they're going to get more requests than before. So give them a little bit of time. I would normally say about 2 days, but just give it a little bit of time. Indicate what city and state you're from. They can also help you with eviction moratorium as well. I got more for you. I'm so excited. I got more for you in this video. Next, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do more unemployment benefits. Are you excited? I mean, I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm going to do more about unemployment benefits coming up next. Then I'm going to be going over the money for businesses for EIDL. Will the volunteers be able to help over the weekend? Yes. It's a great question, Susan. Yes. I thought I'd seen you before. I've been here before. I've been here before. I'm getting hungry. We're all getting hungry. Hey, I'm in the house. Hey, it's in the House voting soon. It's voting by the end of the day. It's voting by the end of the day. I'm recording before they vote to tell you they're going to pass it in the House. So let's cut to those. Let's cut to that unemployment. Unemployment. Raising your unemployment benefits. Raising your unemployment benefits is retro. That is retro. Let me explain. We're at the end of February here, and you're watching this video, and you made $31,000 2019 earnings, and you're getting $99 a week for PUA from your state, and I tell you qualify for more in about 2 minutes into this video. Then what? Well, if you've been unemployed, if you have a job, let's say you got employed, you got a new job 2 days ago. But you're watching this video and like, I just got a new job. Does this mean I can't get it? Oh, no. You can go back to the very first day in which you were unemployed and do this retroactively. And that's the incredible great news about it. Hey, Jamie Cameron, welcome to becoming a Purple Power Hawk. If you've not become a member, consider becoming a member like Jamie. Everyone welcome Jamie to the family. The member link is at the top of this chat, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. So if you just got employed recently but have been unemployed since March, you can do this retroactively. You can go back. What is it? You take a copy of your 2019 tax return and you see how much you made. If you made over $18,000 a year, this is for you. Let's say you were unemployed for 30 weeks. Then if you were unemployed for 30 weeks, and you made $18,000 to $25,000, you can raise your benefits about $50 a week, which is about $1,500 over those 30 weeks. That's great. I mean, it's from the state, so it has nothing to do with her. She won't hold it up. She won't have anything to do with it. It's just me and you and them. It's your state. The second one is if you made $25,000 to $30,000, you'll be able to raise your benefits about $100 a week, which is over 30 weeks is $300,000. And then finally, if you made over $30,000 in the prior tax year, 2019, you'll be able to raise your benefits about $300 a week, which could be about $10,000. 3 viewers got $10,000 on this channel. There you go. This is huge, and this is on top of everything else that I've already talked to you about early in this video about Purple. Finally, the last thing, if you're just joining me, this video started with an update about your third stimulus check, then I cut over to Purple. I'll have an update for you as we approach the 30-minute mark, which I think we almost are. I'll have an update for you shortly. The final one is Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, Airbnb, all my single operator, independent contractors, small business owners. You can get so much money right now. You can get a PPP right now. Reach out to Fundera or Cabbage. They're not getting a lot of applications right now because they got the surge initially. They'll tell you what they need from you. It's very simple, very, very basic. You can get an EIDL loan at sba.gov. You just go there and fill it out, and they fund within about 2 days. I always had the same message for EIDL, which is sort of what Janet Yellen would probably agree with me, is, money is money. You don't know if your business is going to need $5,000 a few months from now, but if you can get the $5,000 right now, then just get it. leave it in the bank, and then you don't have to draw on it you can leave it there, and then return it after, after 11 months, no interest or penalties or anything. It's that comfort level. So exciting. And then there's the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. So suddenly you see in just a few minutes of this recording how I show you, yes, the $1,400 third stimulus check bill is being called by Nancy for a vote in a few minutes from now. And yes, you're going to get that check. And yes, the check will go to the bill with the check will go to the Senate. And yes, it's going to get passed. But I want you to get more than that. You owe it. You owe it to yourself to get more than that. You really do. 2021 is a great year. You're going to have a lot of fun here. I'm going to have a lot of fun with you. It's a great community. There's a lot of love here, a lot of laughter, a lot of information. The viewers of this channel are so smart. They're so smart. And you're going to be financially stable because you're going to get money on the come and not wait for it at the 11th hour. You are not going to be that person who's going to reach out to me in March 2nd and say, oh, where's my $1,400 stimulus check? I need it right now for rent. I'm about to be evicted. And I'll be like, wait a second, there's an eviction moratorium. Have you reached out for rent assistance on this channel? No, I haven't. You're not going to be that person. That was 2020. I joined you in April, so I was late to the pony show. And being late to the pony show, I wasn't able to, help you all as soon as I would have liked. William, thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome William to the room. How are you? This is going to be a good year for you. So let me give you the big update where we are tonight as we go into the early evenings. This is Afternoons LLate. And if you don't know what it is, there's an answer for you.
From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
And it is LA Late, so that's the announcer. It's not so late. And this is Afternoons LA Late. And boy, it's a big day. The launch of the new LA Late hit like gangbusters. We were trending on YouTube, trending on social media. It was a big day. We came out of the gates really on fire because today's a big, exciting day. It's a very big, exciting day. It's an exciting day for you. It's an exciting day for me. And it's an exciting day for Americans. The $1,400 third stimulus check bill will pass the House of Representatives today. It will be called for a vote today and will pass today. Done. Off to the Senate. Off to the Senate. After Nancy calls it for a vote later today, if not at the time of this, it may be happening right now while I'm live. It was not when I started the feed. But after that, the bill's off to the Senate. The Senate will not see any opposition from Democrats because the $15 minimum wage was removed midday today. Yesterday, the parliamentarian ruled against Bernie Sanders and said the $15 minimum wage does not belong in there. That's what the president had said as well. The president said, we're not holding up the bill. I will do it as a standalone bill as your next, yes, your next stimulus package, your fourth stimulus package. So the bill will be called for a vote in the Senate as early as next week, and then you could have the bill right away as law. Lord, it's moved so fast. It's moved so fast. I want you to become a member. I want you to become a subscriber. At least become a subscriber, because you see how quickly I can now deliver you news in the most informative live platform available. This channel is now a live channel with some tape recordings, but more live. You saw how live we had been in recent days. This is the new LA Late. Starts with Mornings LA every day at 9 a.m. Then back with you with the midday show 2 hours later, and then Afternoons LA. A lot of shows tightly together. Feed after feed. Just keep on watching. You want to be a subscriber because I send out the link every time a new show starts. About 30-minute length of the show. This one's going to be a little longer because it's a recap show. And and Wall Street is just looking at this, not me, just looking at the situation and say, what's going on? And I know Janet Yellen's looking at it as well, the Treasury Secretary. It's been a day in which the bond market went up again, stock market went down, and the situation on the economic front is a little bit confusing. It's a little confusing after the fleet out of securities yesterday, the bounce back into high tech today. The labor numbers are really improving very quickly, but they're not just there yet. And so next Thursday, those labor numbers will be important. Next Monday, the numbers will be important. I'll be back live with you tomorrow, of course. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. with Mornings LATE. There's so much happening across the board. The House has been relatively quiet throughout the day. People were confused. The $15 minimum wage was in there. It was quietly said it was taken out. It's been a strange news cycle with Wall Street sort of dominating, the president holding a press conference when I went live on this recording about the new success for dose vaccinations. I'm just so excited for you to have joined me, and thank you for becoming part of this channel. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. It's been a big afternoon, and I'm just so excited for the new show. I'm excited for everything that we have brought together as a family. There's Roger, there's Dean, and it's there's so much happening. I love you, LA. I love you back, Laureen. There's Mary, and there's James. I'm so lost without you. I really appreciate that. And there's Roy Miller. Hey, Roy, what's going on? And there's Selva. How are you? It's a big afternoon. Thank you for joining me on Afternoons LA. If you missed any of the recordings, because there's been a lot in a short period of time, stay with me. They will be archived on the site. You can watch them throughout the day. And stay informed, stay smiling, and stay with LA for more.
From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late. From LA Late headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LA Late.